doing down there? Oh. Right, I don't know if you can hear me. We are walking up to Roos Tor, around the side of Cox Tor. I don't know if you can hear me. I have got my microphone in the bag, but I can't be asked to put it on yet. Why is it every time I come for a wild camp, it's windy as hell? It didn't look too windy. Got out of the car, it's blowing a hoolie, but fingers crossed we'll find a nice sheltered spot. But got Stu, got Jess. First time I've met Jess. Yeah, so we're going to walk up this hill. There's your tent. So up on Roos Tor, guys, it normally takes me about a good 15-20 minutes to find a good spot. Now, the tent will take most weathers, but I never ever seem to sleep right. I've either got rocks underneath me or I'm uneven, so I try to spend about a good 10 minutes trying to work out where I'm going to kip the night. So I think we're going to go down here. It's not right on top, right on top of the Tor, because it's blowing a hoolie there, and you know, we have got tents that will survive it, but what's the point in not sleeping all night? We've got a cracking view, so if you can see that. So I'm just going to put the hyperlapse on and put my tent up. There we are, mate. Tonight I have got the Staika out with me again. Second trip in the Staika. Hopefully it's not as windy this time. But I've actually brought the delta pegs this time with me. Probably a bit over OTT, but something that I've learnt from my last camp. And it was basically in winter, just put the tent up for potential winter conditions, because last time when I went out with George I had a peg come out, I didn't put the tent up properly, so I've decided that I'm just going to bring my delta pegs in the winter now, put it up, at least then you know yourself. So great views here tonight. We're on Roos Tor. Like I said, got the Staika. Inside the tent here, we've got my Rab 1100 sleeping bag. We've got the X-Therm, stacks of room. Oh, so I'm in the tent. It's about I don't know, 4, 4:30, something like that. It is threatening to rain, but look at that, mate. Oh, look, that's my view. That is my view. Right, now, I've only brought 3 beers with me today. Well, 2 beers and a cider. Actually, 1 stout, 1 beer, 1 cider. So we have got the Vault City Rhubarb and Custard Sour. I've had that one before. That is a real nice one. I'm gonna have that one a bit later on. I've come across this cider. It's a medium cider. Now, I used to drink cider all the time years ago, right? But I've kind of like gone off of it. But until I come across this Orchard Pig. I don't know if you've tried that one before. That there is absolutely fantastic. And also, I've brought a can of Guinness. So I am going to open this one first. I've brought my Kendall Calling mug again. And we are going to pour this Guinness. And apparently, put you up there a little bit, that's it. Pour a Guinness. It is supposed to, you are supposed to, 2 minutes is the best time to pour a Guinness. You've got to leave it for 2 minutes apparently to settle. Look at that bad boy. Cannot beat a pint of Guinness. And the whole purpose of Guinness is just to leave it settle. Just leave it to settle for 2 minutes. So I'll have a little chat to you for 2 minutes. Welcome back to the channel, guys. The last camp that me and George done, I won't lie, I didn't sleep at all night. And I was just like, what is the point in this? What is the point in coming wild camping if you're not going to sleep at all? I never ever sleep very well at wild camping. It's always blowing a hoolie. Doesn't matter what tent you've got. It's flapping like crazy. I've gone out and got the Hilleberg. I thought that was going to make a difference, but it was just like flapping against my face all night. And I said, what is the freaking point? What is the point? But it's funny, wild camping. Back out again, living the dream in the hilly tent. So I think it's a little bit, I think I've put it up properly this time. I'm not too sure. I've got to ask a few of my mates a little about the cap. It just doesn't seem to sit right. It's rubbing against the clips, and I just didn't know if in bad wind whether it would wear through. I don't know. And a couple of the poles are like, a couple of my poles are rubbing together, and they've worn like the metal's wearing. Is that a thing? Do they do it? I'll have to check with my mate Pat, see if his does it, because if the poles are rubbing and it's taking the paint off, then eventually it's weakening it, isn't it? So anyway, cheers. The whole purpose of a Guinness is it takes 2 minutes to pour a good pint of Guinness. Look at that. And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take sip after sip after sip and savour it. So cheers, guys. Proper job. So I'm just gonna walk you around the tents. Here's Stu. He's got his new Robins tent. I'll come in and see you in a minute, mate. You're all dressed in area. He's got his new Robins tent, and this one looks proper good shit, to be fair. I've had a couple of Robins tents now, and I must admit, I've really liked the build quality. They're really good in winds, and as you can see, it is blowing a hoolie up here, and it's sturdy as your mum. Look at that. Stu's put a couple of delta pegs in, as you can see. What do you think, Stu?
I love it, mate.
Is this your first time in the tent, is it?
Oh no, I've used it a few times now.
Yeah?
It's for like the 5th or 6th time using it.
Can I have a look in the, can I have a look in there?
The first time like actual windy conditions, but so far.
Look at that, that's got loads of room in it.
It's wicked.
And then you've got this awesome vestibule.
Yeah, huge vestibules, got the bag, that's a 65 litre bag. Got all the bits here. I've got a chair, I'm sat on a chair in my tent. Yeah, I've got to put the cat along as well.
What is this one called, this one?
The tent?
Yeah.
It is the Rubens Pioneer 2EX.
Sweet.
I paid about 100 quid.
100 quid, guys. 100 quid, look at that, that is a bad boy for 100 quid. And then we got Jess. Jess has got his feet hanging out of his tent. He's got the Bobcat, OEX Bobcat. You alright, Jess?
All right, how's it going?
How's it going in there?
Yeah, it's alright. It's actually snug,
Yeah?
but it's warm.
It's warm, bye. It is bloody warm in there.
It does get warm in here. And this is probably actually my best tent.
Sweet. You can't beat OEX stuff for budget stuff.
No,
it's fucking good stuff, mate, isn't it?
Best entry level I think you could get.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because it's robust, it's cheap enough, and we've got something for everyone.
Yeah, I mean George has got the Fox 2 and you've got the Fox, haven't you?
And I've got the Jackal 3.
Yeah, and that Fox 2 used to be my tent. I sold to him, and cracking little tents.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a bit short, you just can't change it.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Yeah, it's true. When you're a fat old knacker like me, getting up in the mornings and like trying to get out and get dressed in your tent, it's a right frickin' mission in those Fox 2s. But they are a cracking little tent. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get in and I'm going to get a bite to eat in a minute, I think. I've brought my, I'm still using my ration packs. Oh, let me just put you up a minute. Bear with me. There you are. I'm still going through my ration packs. So food-wise, I've brought the old faithful Waitrose D's nuts, salt and pepper cashew nuts. I tell you what, I am in love with them. I could eat, I reckon, a bag a day of those. They are amazing. And then I've got spicy sausage and potato wedges.
Spicy sausage and potato wedges.
Looking forward to having that one. That's going to be good crack. And then I've got a massive sachet of hot chocolate flavoured drinking powder. And I can't speak French. I just let the funky music do the talking. But it does say here, boisson. No, it doesn't say boisson. Boisson's cheese, isn't it? Boisson, saveur, chocolat, claude, un, poudre, pulver, pivot. I don't know, and I don't really care. I'm not French. And then in the bottom here, we've got little, I've got tea, and we got some coffee, and some bits and bobs. What's that? Oh, purification tablets. Sweet. Oh, look at these, look. Don't need these today, but matches. And like I say, I've had a few of these survival packs, and I'm nearly at the end of them now. But this was the food that I've kind of left to the end: the spicy sausage and potato wedge. Best before doesn't say. Oh, it does. Best before November 2023, and it is March 2025. Anyway, if you won't, I'll be up all night shitting myself. So there we are, guys. There's the tent. We're in the Staika. I've got, like I say, my Rab sleeping bag. I've got my flex tail pillow. So I'm going to give that a proper good going over tonight. I've got a new jacket, guys, a Patagonia jacket. It's really, really nice in the rain. And yeah, I'm just going to chill with the lads here now, and hopefully it doesn't rain too much. They do say that there's going to be a bit of rain coming in this evening for a little bit, but I'm just going to sit and chill with the lads and chillax. So I think I'm going to try my Orchard Pig. It says here, Orchard Pig, established in 2004, Reveller medium cider, 4.5% volume, and I like this one. It is a good one. It is a nice one, guys. Beautiful view. Stu's gone looking for some water. So he's gone hunting for some water. I thought I'll come back my tent, crack open some nuts. These Waitrose sea salt. Problem is with these things, you open the things up and you want to chop the whole bloody lot. Look at that. Good shit. So I've just boiled my food. It's about a few minutes. About a few minutes to warm up, and I'll show you that. Quite looking forward to a good sleep tonight, I must admit. Fingers crossed to get one. Kind of deserve one, to be honest with you. But really loving my Staika. I put a washing line up here today. Got some elastic. Put washing line up. I've hung my OEX torch up, and yeah, it's a cracking tour, this one. Roos Tor. It's in the Merivale area, and I think apparently I've been here before with Stu, and I know I've been here before with George, so this will be the third time I've been on this tour. Last time I camped here, I camped over that way, a bit higher up, and I tested out the Nallo. I put the Nallo up, the Hilly Nallo, and it like fared up really well, to be honest with you. But we're a little bit lower here, on nicer ground. Really looking forward to the summer this year, I must admit. Kind of like, we've had two pretty bog average summers, lots of rain, but both the winters have been really wet as well. Haven't been cold, just really wet, and I kind of feel that we could do a nice warm summer. If not, I have to go out on holiday, because I need a bit of sun. Really do need a bit of sun. Anyway, I'm gonna have to put these things down because I'm gonna trough the whole lot in one sitting out. So I'm gonna have a look at my food now. It should be ready, and I'll leave you with the view. The sun's going down. Well, not that we've had much sun, but look at that. Well, mate, it is blowing a frickin' hoolie. It is about 7:30. I think I'm just going to get into bed, to be honest with you, and do a little bit of meditation. There's an app that I've downloaded on my phone called Luminate, and it does, like, you put your phone up against your face and it will do, it fires like different strengths of light in your face from your camera, and it gives you some sort of like a trippy experience, like a meditational experience. I've been doing that a bit recently, and it's pretty awesome, to be honest with you. So I think I'm just gonna sit back and do a little bit of a meditation. It is quite windy up here. I've put the storm tags on the door so the door shouldn't blow up, because I was over in Stu's tent just a minute ago and I'm like, Stu, I can hear my tent flapping like crazy. The one thing I've noticed with this tent is the doors open hell of an easy. If you don't put the storm catches on, the doors blow open hell of an easy. It's one thing that I've noticed. Anyway, I'm going to go and do a bit of meditation and just sit back and watch a little bit of a movie, chillax, and hope the wind dies down so that I can get a good night's sleep. Yeah, so I can't really be bothered to open up my last can of drink, to be honest with you, because it's like, I don't really need it, and it only means I'm going to get out and have a wee in the middle of the night, so I think I'm going to probably leave it. I want to get out and check the tent over, to be honest with you, check all the guy lines are alright, because it's blowing a hoolie, as you can probably see. And I've just been like thinking about this tent, to be honest with you, and my first impressions. I mean, this is the second time I've been in this tent, and it's a Hilleberg Black Label, and I'm not too sure about it, to be honest with you. I'm really not. I mean, putting the tent up where the poles, you've got 3 poles on this tent, and where they meet in the middle, one of them's the paint's rubbed off, so the poles are obviously like rubbing against one another, which is creating a weak spot. That was the first thing that I was just a little bit concerned about. The second thing is, like, this is an expensive tent, and it's not blowing a hoolie outside, you know what I mean? It's about 22, 28 mile an hour gusts, but it is proper flappy in here, as you can see. Is that normal? One thing that's really annoying about the tent is the fact that the storm flaps down the zips, there's no Velcro holding them in place. So when it's really windy, they're just constantly flapping in the wind. And you've got 2 doors on this tent, so it's just like flapping like crazy in the wind. On both occasions that I've taken this tent out, it's been windy, but on both occasions I've had to get out and use the storm straps on the zips. When you zip it right down, there's like a little toggle that goes through the zip. I think they call it the storm straps, to hold the zips in place. But I mean, again, it's not like 60 mile an hour winds, but the doors just blow open. So, you know, for an expensive tent, a Black Label tent, I'm not sure that this is as good as Manalo. You know when you spend a lot of money and you get something and you're like a little bit like, I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm feeling it. And one thing as well is up here, I mean, it's got what, 3 zips on this side and 3 zips on that side, and they're just like, all you can hear all night is rattle, rattle, rattle from flipping zips. So I mean, that I can sort out. I can get up there and I can like put some of that electronic, you know, those little things of electronic stuff that electricians use. I can put that on and heat shrink that to stop the flapping noise. But outside with those flaps, it could have been easily fixed by having a bit of Velcro on there, and I don't know why they haven't got Velcro on the storm flaps, because tents such as my old tent that I had, my Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2, they had bits of Velcro on the straps and it stopped it from blowing. There's a few little things that for an expensive tent I'm a little bit let down on, to be honest with you. I mean, it's probably a really cracking tent. It's probably really strong, and it's supposed, you know, but it's like those little things that are niggling me a little bit. But hey ho, there you are. So I'm going to get out, I think, and have a walk around the tent and just make sure that all the guy lines are in place and stuff like that. I might take you with me, I might not. I'll see. I don't even really want to get out, to be honest with you, because it's freezing freaking cold. You know, the wind that's blowing up is like there's a real chill factor, and I don't really want to get out, but I feel like I better get out and just check that all the straps are all alright. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to sit down and watch a little bit more YouTube, and then I'll probably just ride the storm and call it a night, and catch up with you guys in the morning. So unless I get blown away or I get blown off, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. Well, that was amazing. I had an amazing night's sleep last night. I must have slept from about 11 o'clock right the way through. The time is, let me have a look. The Time's about 7 o'clock now, I think. Let's have a look. No, it's 6:30, so I've probably missed any sort of like sunrise or anything like that. Hopefully Stu has recorded it, but I'm going to get out and have a wee and have a look to see what's occurring. Oh, let's see what the world is about to show us. Oh, there we are, guys. I'll just get up. This is 7 o'clock this morning. I don't think there was any kind of like sunrise this morning. Just as well because I didn't see it. But I'm just gonna go for a walk, show you the Tor. Oh, let's have a run, shall we? Get a bit of blood circulating back in my limbs. Oh, it's bitterly cold this morning, I'll give you that. That wind chill, I think it's a southwesterly wind. It's coming from this direction. Oh, it's blowing a hoolie up here. Blowing an absolute hoolie. Woo! Oh. God, I can't even get up. God, I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but it is blowing a hoolie up here. And it would have been a lot different if I was camped up here tonight. Whew. Woohoo! Oh, I love this place. And do you know what? Woo! Oh dear me. There's a tent down there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but just being down here, how much more out of the wind it is where we was pitched last night. Nice little pitch here, and like I said, probably the best evening's sleep I've had whilst doing a wild camp. We've got the views, we're sheltered, and I'm going to go and see how the lads got on last night. I'll tell you what, mate, it's hell of a windy up there. Yeah, I think we've pitched the right spot here. And it's fucking bitter up there, absolute bitter.
I went to get warmed last night, walking back up that hill was brutal.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to go and get a brew on.
and start getting me shit together, I suppose. Kind of do think that I gave this tent a bit of a hard time last night, to be honest with you. It's held its own. Like I say, the one thing that annoyed me a little bit last night was just this flappy bit. You know, why they couldn't just put a bit of Velcro down there, a bit of Velcro up there, I really don't know. But I think it's just the fact that when you spend a lot of money on a tent, you kind of expect it to be pitch perfect, you know what I mean? Pitch perfect, no puns intended. Hello!
Did you realise this is not
Guy line's come out, is it?
Did you realise?
Jess was just saying one of his guy lines come out last night. No, I kind of think that I was probably being a little bit... like OTT last night, giving it a bit of a hard time. We didn't have huge amounts of winds last night, but it's held its ground. I think the tent is supposed to be a little bit flappy. I mean, it looks a little bit flappy down here and that, but it's withstanded now 2 strong wind sessions. I think you kind of like forget what its purpose is. You know, it's supposed to be a tent for like Estonia and Sweden, where they get a lot of snow. So the top bit is supposed to be a snow bearing tent. It's supposed to be a freestanding tent for canoeists to pitch their tent up the night and hang out in their canoes during the day. Put this tent up on like the freestanding areas. Is it supposed to be a tent for like on Dartmoor or in the UK conditions? I don't know, but it done the job. And yeah, kind of feel that I was a little bit hard on the tent last night. So anyway, I'm going to get in and just play a game for about half an hour and do a little bit of housework in the tent, tidy up a little bit. So there we are, guys. That is another wild camp done on Roos Tor. Thoroughly enjoyed that one this week. Really did enjoy that one. Fantastic views. Stu's just putting away his tent. He's always the last one. He's always the last one to pack up. But as you can see, 0 trace, leave no trace, nothing left other than the butt print. But no, nice little picture tonight. Last night, thoroughly enjoyed that one. And it's just a walk down to the car now. That way, about there, you can possibly see there's like a little lake that's appeared, but we've just literally got to walk down there, over towards the lake, down the other side to the car park, and jobs are good and back to reality, back home to the jobs that the other half gives us. So right, heading back to the car, guys. I hope this one was all right for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I must admit, I am struggling a bit at the moment, to be honest with you, to be consistent and to record stuff. I just feel that I just want to come out and put my tent up, and I can't really be bothered to just record stuff, and I feel that the stuff that I am recording has just got no meaningful purpose to you whatsoever. So I was just talking to Stu just a minute ago, and I think what I need to do is I need to do my first solo camp. I've not done a solo camp yet. I'm just trying to watch my feet while I'm walking here because it's a little bit gnarly. Yeah, Stu's going to do a solo camp with me. No, I'm kind of thinking that I need to do a solo camp. I've not done one yet. I'm still a little bit anxious about doing it. I don't know why, but I think I need to do a solo camp. I need to get out there, and then I can spend a little bit more time with you and just, you know, relax a little bit more, because at the moment I am struggling to just, I go to work, I come home, it's pissing down with rain or it's blowing a hoolie, and the last thing I want to do is go out wild camping. I just want to sit in front of the fire or sit in front of the TV and just chillax. So I am going to try and make a concerted effort. I've started doing my podcasting again, so if you haven't ever listened to my podcast, I do a podcast called the Mark Jeffrey Show, and Stu was actually a guest. The other day he was talking about van life and living in a van for a year, being a hobo on wheels, he said. He's got a cold. He said hobo. Yeah, so I'm kind of like, I've got that back up and running again, and I'm spending a bit of time getting my podcast up and running. So I need to start spending a bit of time and doing a bit of wild camping videos, and hopefully, fingers crossed. Look, get in the comments and tell me what you thought of this video. Tell me what you think about the video, how you'd like me to improve. And if you did enjoy it and you haven't already subscribed, please consider liking and subscribing, telling a friend, getting it out there, and let's get this channel growing in 2025 and get out, and who knows, we got me and Stuart was talking the other day about doing a camp, doing a long trek again, so that's something that we've got planning in the future, working together. And then wouldn't it be really cool to go like Scotland or Wales or something like, or the Lake District, and doing some stuff there? But Brecon Beacons, mate. Brecon Beacons.
Pat and Rory went the other week. It looked amazing.
Yeah.
I reckon we should do it.
Cool. We'll do it. We'll do it. So guys, stick with me. Apologies for not being consistent. Apologies for not being there. It'll come. I promise you. When you're surrounded by views like this, it's a shame not to be out more.
Oh, you too kind.
Look at that. It's such a sexy man. You always see him loitering around the sheep as well. Oh, and also as well, I do amateur radio. The old ham radio, you know, Breaker 1-4. I was kind of thinking about incorporating that into the channel as well. You know, could have come up here last night and whacked an antenna up and talked to a few people around the world. Is that something that would interest you? I don't know. Get in the comments. Tell me what you want to see. Do you want a few more reviews, or do you want me to spend shitloads of money and buy some new tents and review them? I don't know. But anyway, we're going to carry on walking back to the car. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, we're back at the car, guys. Stu, I've done it. Are we going to go for breakfast?
We're going for one.
We're going for one, yeah. I might do. I'll see what time I got. But yeah, we'll have a chat about that in a minute. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for that. It was a great evening up on the moors. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Nice to be back out again, and hope you enjoyed it. If you did, get in the comments and tell me what you thought. Cheers and gone. Get in my belly.